low-carb goulash, cozy, creamy, keto-friendly. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Around the 9th century, Hungarian herdsmen simmered meat and onions over open fires in big cauldrons on the vast plains until the liquid evaporated. The meat was then sun-dried and stored in bags made of sheep's stomachs. This could then be rehydrated with water to create a stew or soup, crafting a dish that would become goulash, a symbol of national pride and culinary resilience. In the 16th century, spices were introduced and paprika became a staple to add to goulash. In the 18th century, this dish was already a celebrated Hungarian national dish. Since then, goulash has spread across the world, and each new destination has added their own flavors. Czech goulash contains less paprika. Instead, beer is commonly added, and it is decorated with raw onions. In Germany, the goulash can consist of beef, pork, venison, or wild boar, and the sauce is often enriched with wine. A thinner version is also popular as a soup. Polish versions often include wild mushrooms and bell peppers and rely less on paprika. In Austria, they add more onions and take out tomatoes and peppers. One of their versions is served with a fried egg, a fried sausage, and pickles. In some regions of Italy, goulash is also a traditional dish. They have a variety with beef, red wine, rosemary, red paprika, bay leaf, marjoram, and lemon zest. American goulash evolved from the European versions with a distinctly different one-pot pasta dish. It features ground beef, elbow macaroni, a tomato-based sauce, and tons of cheese. You see, goulash has evolved a lot and has adapted to every region it's been introduced to. Today we are channeling that same spirit of tradition and transformation, but with a keto twist. In this video I'll show you how to make a low-carb version of this beloved European comfort dish, rich in flavor, steeped in history, and perfectly adapted for our health-conscious lifestyle. Just like goulash evolved through time, from sun-dried meat in sheep's stomachs to paprika-laced stews, we are reimagining classic ingredients to fit modern wellness goals. Whether you are craving something hearty, warming, and deeply satisfying, or simply curious about how cultural heritage meets keto creativity, this recipe is for you. So grab your apron and let's bring old world flavor into our low-carb kitchen. Let's go! For starters, I will cube the beef and the pork. Then I will chop 4 onions. Next I dice the celery and the carrots. Next I put a good tablespoon of beef tallow in my pot. And I will brown the beef and the pork in batches. I will remove them once they are done and set aside. I will add a little more tallow if needed. And then I will proceed to fry my onions. Then I add also the celery and the carrots. I will stir. And I will add a couple cloves of garlic. I will stir and let the vegetables cook until the onions are translucent. Then I will add the tomato paste. I am using the whole can, it's about 6 ounces. I will again stir and let the tomato paste toast a little in the hot pot. Then I will add paprika and also smoked paprika, about a tablespoon, a generous tablespoon of each. I will remove the pot from the heat to avoid the paprika from getting bitter from overheating. And I will add beef broth, about 1.5 cups. Then I will return this to the heat and add the wine, red wine. I will stir all this and scrape the bottom to get all those flavor bits from there. I will reduce the heat. Now I will add the beef and the pork, plus any juices they may have released. I will stir this in, and I will taste it and add salt as needed. Please consider that the broth usually contains quite a bit of salt. Next, I will reduce the heat and cover the pot. The heat has to be to where it's barely simmering. I will let it simmer for 2 hours and stir occasionally. After 2 hours, I will add about 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And I will let it simmer for another 15 minutes uncovered. Time for one more seasoning. I will try this and rectify if needed. I like a little pepper in this, so I'm adding it. And then I will add freshly chopped parsley. And I am ready to serve. So here's the moment of truth, the taste test. The sauce didn't need any thickener. If you make it a little more liquid, it will be a very nice goulash soup, which is very popular in Germany. I can tell you, I grew up on that. This is such a rich combination of flavors. The beef is so tender, so is the pork. It all combined so nicely. You can also put bell peppers into this or spice it up with some chili flakes. It is up to you. This is a dish that can be used very creatively. You can pour this over cauliflower rice or cognac noodles. No limits to your imaginations, and low carb. Try this out and let me know in the comments how it turned out for you. And please consider liking and subscribing. I hope to see you next time. Thank you.